the Golang. This defer, panic, and recovery. And let's start from the defer. Defer allows you to delay execution of the code until exit from function happen. Let's me try to demonstrate this on example. So for example, I can have the code like this, which I will print something like hello. And for example, let's add another print line statement when I will say bye. Now I can run the code and hello and bye is executed. But I can also add here the first statement. And now once I run the code, first bye was executed, and then only when the exit of the main function happened, bye was executed. In most cases, defer used when you need to close something. For example, when you are working with the file on, or where you are working with database connection or any other kind of connection, and you need to close it. So it's very example where defer used the most cases, most times. So let's try it by example. So for example, I'm going to read some file, create file, and write some content to the file. So I will use create function from OS package, and let's create file txt. I will ignore the errors for now because that's not important in our case. Then I would write something to this file, and also I don't need the error, so I'm going to use IO package and write string, and I need to specify the name of the file, and what I want to write, something writing text. Okay, what no new variable, so I don't need this. And finally, when I'm done with my file, I need to call file close. So this is the first example. If I go run main, I have the file with writing text. And like in this example, there is just simple function when you have the one line, but what if you have some loops, some multiple things happening? It's really easy to forget to close the file. And also, it will be allocated at the end of the function, most likely. There is another way how this can be done. So I open file, and immediately after I open the file, I'm adding the file close. Now I still can run the function. It will work in the same way, but this file close will be automatically executed once I'm done working with the file. Also, one of the important things that the order of execution of the deferred function. So for example, me create few print line statements, and I would print simple like 1, then it will be 2 and 3. I change this to the 2 and here to the 3. Once I run the code, like 1, 2, 3 as expected. But let me now add defer after each of them. And now I can run the code again. And this time it started from the end. So first 3 printed, then 2, then 1. Next topic, that's the panic. So panic used if something went wrong and program need to stop execution with error. So let me delete this, and I can add here something like 1, and here I can add print line 2, and in the middle I can call the panic, and inside I can type something like critical error. And now I can run the code. 1 was printed, but then panic occurred and function like this was never executed. But what I would like to do is to create function which I will call run panic. We would need this a bit later when we are going to test recovery, but I can have this function here, and I'm calling this right here. And when I will run, I got the same result. 1 was printed, then error happened. Also, I cannot manually call the panic, but I can like run something which is not supported in Golang, such as 2 divided by 0, and I run. It's not the panic. Maybe if I will call it right here, it will be as the panic. Let's try. Not really, but idea is the same, that this is not allowed, and the execution of program stopped. So I have here panic, and but like for example, I have this statement and this method which can run panic, and I have another method. And as you may see, like this part was executed, but this never was executed. Is there a way to recover? Yes. To recover from this function, like to recover from the panic and continue execution, I need to create another function, which we'll call handle panic. Name can be any, or it can be even anonymous function, but we have not covered it yet. And in this function, I'm going to call recover, and then I can check if a not equal to nil. I can print something. Print line. Let's do something like recover, comma a. So if there is no panic occurred, a is equal to the nil, and none of this is executed. But if panic happened, a is not nil, and I can print a. But like that's not enough. Something additional needs to be added. So inside of the panic function, we need also to call the recover function. And this needs to be done with defer. So I can do defer and handle panic. And now when I run the code, let's see what happened. So 1 was printed, then recovery happened, and then 2 was printed. So that's all what I wanted to show you today. Thank you for your attention. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel to do not miss any new video. Have a nice day.